Now, on to our guest co-host today, who is the founder and the CEO of OTW Media. We want to know how AI is changing the way that, well, media works and the way that we consume media here. Please welcome Abbas Al Hazeem. Abbas, great to have you with us.
Thank you so much for the invitation, and thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here with you guys, speaking about emerging aspects, I would say, in our market, especially in the media industry.
Before we get on to, I just want you to level with us.
All right, well, of course, 100%.
That's right. I need you to level with us. Are we all going to keep our jobs?
100%.
Okay, all right,
100%.
fine. All right.
If you know how to use it.
As long as you know how to use it. In terms of the landscape at the moment, I know there's been an update in terms of the laws and the regulations here in the UAE recently, especially when it comes to media and posting of media, etc. And that's constantly evolving at the moment because of the impact of
100%.
social media, and more recently AI as well. If you had to paint, if I was going to pay you a consultancy fee to paint a picture of what the media landscape looks like now here in the UAE, here in Dubai, how would you describe it?
It's an East meets West, I would say, result. And that's one of the most aspects that we pride ourselves in OTW Media. Especially when coming to a very metropolitan city like Dubai and you have everyone coming from everywhere. What tends to happen is that people want to see what the tradition here actually offers and with a Western touch. So what we actually realized from our clientele in the past in the past year that we've been operating is that people want to have that traditional look of it, but they want to have a Western touch that actually caters. And doing that actually caters to a larger audience, not only in the region, but worldwide. And when starting this company, I wanted to shift the eyes rather than looking outside for creative concepts and aspiring, I would say, momentums to do things that are disruptive, to do things that are new. I wanted to shift the eyes back here and show people what actually modern or what East and West actually look like together in one end result.
Abbas, I wanted to ask you, what impact would you say AI is having, particularly on creative storytelling when it comes to personalization, scale, efficiency, and also, you did give us assurance a little bit earlier on, but how do we make sure that we don't replace that human element?
So basically, I like to give the example of Friends, the series, back in 1994. Till this day, we still sob with Rachel, and we still know about the break that they had, him and Ross and whatever. That authentic relatedness factor that we've been seeing from a very long time is always going to stay there, and it's never going to be diminished. That's in my humble opinion, of course. But AI is here to basically increase efficiency and create more output. So that's better for your end user or your watcher or your viewer. That is basically your investor, your fan, and etc. Right? So when you have AI used as tools, that means you can create more creative-driven concept and also keep the, I would say, the nitty little things to AI to do for you, whether that's enhancing the video quality, whether that's scripting, whether that's captions. It's not I would say, the core of what it is. The core always has to be authentic, but it tends to have a certain efficiency factor that is going to cater to you on the long term. Because another aspect that's also happening is that people are more, I would say, inclined to watch micro influencers, especially on social media with the merging of platforms like TikTok. So fast content that is based on lifestyle and relatedness more than, I would say, just AI informative videos that teach you about something in the world. Yeah.
Abbas, you said a magic word for me, which is authentic,
yeah.
Right? Now, in the world of AI-generated content, and it's like now you go to the movies and it's like everything seems to be AI-generated content. And I naturally just kind of lose a little bit of interest when I know it's AI-generated content. But where do you think the balance is for media professionals when it comes to AI-generated content and authenticity and innovation? Where is the line?
I feel like it's creating a certain tag team in between the creatives and the tool. When you have a certain synergy and you put creatives in the atmosphere to be able to cater to that, I would say, feeling that you want to get to, AI comes in as a tool. So it's like, what differentiates a bad movie from a good movie? It's how you felt after the movie. So creating that feeling, that essence is always going to be crucial. And especially when you integrate AI into it, you're just making something that was good look better.
Can we play the generation game? We might as well play the generation game. It's going to be talked about throughout the show. Did Gen Z do AI better?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's...
So I was right then.
Yeah.
I was right.
Yeah, I could say because they just have more free time to actually explore it than we do, because we're constantly using either AI just to mock up something simple. But when you actually go deep into the technology itself, you can find wonders in any chatbot, whether that's GBT, whether that's DeepSeek, whether that's any chatbot. So I feel like they have more free time to understand what it is and to actually explore it more. But I've never seen in my life, and I was talking to my team about this, I've never seen in my life more people use something to be able to get to an end result. So for example, I'm standing in a queue for coffee and I'm not spying, right? I'm just glancing at someone's phone by accident. And all you see is ChatGPT, what coffee should I order? And where should I go today? So when you personalize it that much, I feel like it becomes somewhat of a threatening factor.
Yeah, it's a risk, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a major risk. But I feel like they have more free time and they know how to use it better than we do. They make prompts, and especially living in a time where there's entrepreneurial spirits all around, everyone wants to become an entrepreneur themselves. So they just constantly go to that AI to see what roadmap they have ahead. So I feel like they have more time answering that question. Yeah.
Abbas, what excites you most in terms of the latest technologies in AR and VR when it comes to storytelling?
Well, that's an exciting question. You give people more of a chance to feel what is actually happening, because as creatives behind the camera or behind creating that concept, is that this is a very, I would say, a revolutionary turning factor when it comes to creating a sense of feeling and a sense of content that actually resonates with your end user, right? Because when it comes to social media, you're not really talking about like just selling a ticket for a movie or something. You're actually talking about either giving a call to action, exposure, awareness, whatever it is. So having those tools to create better efficiency and more output is a very exciting factor for us personally. But I feel like also these AI tools are getting too extensive, and because of the LLM models, so the large learning models that they have behind them. So you can't basically go head to head against something that is constantly learning and personalizing its whole platform based on what you want. So what you ask your chatbot is way different than what I ask it, right? The answer that comes out. So I feel like it's a very exciting factor, and it's a very revolutionary time, I would say, when it comes to transformative technology, and it's been happening for ages and ages. But I feel like this is one of the most accessible technologies to be able to get to.
Plus, you know, we can't talk about AI without talking about biases,
100%,
right?
yeah.
So thinking about social inequality and underrepresented voices, do you believe AI can play a role in giving underrepresented voices a place in the media industry, or do you think it risks ostracizing them even more?
I think it gives them a place in the sense of if the tools were used the right way and if the algorithms were utilized the right way as well. I feel like a lot of people that had those voices or were constantly hiding behind themselves as a person or whatever it is, have now a platform to be able to go up to. And I've been seeing it on social media a lot, especially with young content creators, is that going out there speaking literally just about their day-to-days or what they faced or what. So it's giving more of a chance for people that have unrepresented voices to be able to come out and actually represent themselves in the way that they want to.
I like that.
I feel a bit more assured. I've got a voice of reason.
Thank God,
with us.
yes, I did a good job.
Voice of reason. The good news is you're going to stick around,
Thank you,
which
yeah,
is great. Yeah.